If you think I'm crazy, that's okay. I think I'm kind of crazy too. And of course, I am no doctor. I am no dietitian, health professional, whatever. I'm none of that. I'm just a girl here on YouTube that wanted to do a 3-day egg diet, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you are new here, I'm so happy that you decided to click on this video. If you did click on this video and you're currently watching this right now, then you can already probably guess by the title below what this video is going to be about. But yes, I have decided to do the egg diet. If you guys have not heard of the egg diet, or you don't know what it is just yet, it's pretty self-explanatory. It is literally a diet where you pretty much consume nothing but eggs. Now, I don't really like using the word diet because a diet to me is something that is supposed to be a lifestyle change, and this egg diet is never anything that I would pursue as a lifestyle choice or change. The egg diet is more so supposed to jumpstart a healthy lifestyle, or if you're wanting to start eating better, the egg diet is supposed to jumpstart you into that. Pretty much all I'm going to be doing for 3 days is eating nothing but eggs. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going to be consuming 3 eggs per meal. And I'm gonna take you guys along for the journey with me. I'm gonna show you guys my results, and I'm gonna tell you guys honestly how I'm feeling, if it works, if I would recommend it to someone, or if it just completely sucks. So I will just be giving you my full honest truth and everything that I do think about the diet. But before we do get started, I do just want to give you guys a little disclaimer that I am in no way, shape, or form a dietitian, a health professional, or a nutritionist. This is just something that I am personally choosing to do, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. So if you are someone that is looking to lose weight or make a lifestyle change, I strongly suggest that you speak with a health professional and do not listen to me, because I have no credentials to go behind anything that I'm about to say to you. This is just going to be my full and honest experience. I will let you guys know that I will not be measuring myself and I will not be weighing myself. For me personally, I do not like to look at the numbers on the scale or look at any measurements to determine how I'm feeling about my body. I will normally determine how I feel about my body from how I feel physically and how I feel like I look at myself in the mirror. So we will not be looking at any type of numbers here. This is purely going to be how we feel physically by the end of it. I'm going to share my before and afters with you guys, but that is the most results that you probably are going to see from me. But I'm super excited to jump right into it. I am starving, so let's go ahead and start with day 1. Oh, but first, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of my little YouTube family here. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's eat some eggs. I just wanted to update you guys. I did just eat my first meal on the day 1 of the egg diet, but I wanted to let you guys know that every morning I am going to be drinking my cup of coffee like I normally would. I don't think that I can give that up, so I will be having my cup of coffee every day. And I did do some research on the egg diet, and I did read that you can do things like salt and pepper, or you can add little things like hot sauce to the eggs if you need extra flavor. So I personally am going to be using sriracha because I don't think that I can eat plain eggs for every meal for 3 days. So I did add just a little bit of sriracha onto each egg. I already went ahead and ate the 2 eggs, but I'm feeling full already. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. And if I get hungry, I will come eat it. If not, we will jump into lunchtime with another 3 eggs. So I just wanted to give you guys that little update and let you know that I will have my coffee and I will be eating some sort of spice on the eggs, so it's not so boring. Today is day 2, breakfast time of day 2, and I am already so sick of eggs. It's bad. I don't know how I'm gonna make it to day 3, but I am going to persevere and I will do it. I have been leaving really detailed notes on my entire experience so far, what I felt from day 1, what I was kind of going through on day 1, and how I am going into day 2. So after I had breakfast yesterday, which I'm pretty sure I made 3 fried eggs, and I ended up only eating 2 of them. I could not stomach to eat the 3rd one. I already felt so full, so I did end up tossing that 3rd egg. I did wait about 20-25 minutes minutes and I just did not feel hungry whatsoever. But I did want to point out that I did notice I was not hungry again until about 4 to 5 hours later. Normally when I do eat my breakfast, I'm normally hungry about 2 to 3 hours later. So I will say that I felt like eating those eggs in the morning and just having eggs and water and coffee, it did make me feel full a little bit longer throughout the day. But by the time I did go to eat my second meal technically of the day, I could not even think about the taste of eggs. I honestly did not want to eat eggs whatsoever, but I did push through. So this time when I was gonna go eat my second meal of the day, I only made 2 eggs, and even after eating those 2 eggs, I was already feeling so full again. So I ate that second meal around 6 p.m. I actually didn't eat my breakfast until around 12 or 1 yesterday. So I ended up eating my second meal around 6 o'clock, which was technically supposed to be my lunch, but since I wasn't feeling super hungry after the 2 eggs, I couldn't even think about eating dinner around 8, and I don't really like eating that late. Normally the last time I will eat, the latest will be around 7 o'clock. I did end up switching up the particular diet that I am gonna follow. There's different variations of the egg diet. I have seen some of the egg diets where you eat eggs, and then for lunch you can have eggs and an apple, and then for dinner you eat oatmeal. So since I had my experience yesterday, I have decided that for this egg diet, I am gonna follow eating eggs throughout the day, and then towards the end of the day when I go to eat my dinner, I am gonna have the eggs, the normal portion that I would, but I am gonna also eat an apple with it as well, because I just need some different type of taste and some different type of consistency and texture. I wanted to update you guys on that to let you know that is where I'm at. But yeah, after I had the apple and the eggs around 7 yesterday, I wasn't feeling hungry again, so that was actually my last meal. Today I woke up and I made 3 eggs, and I made it more into an omelet, so I felt like I was eating something different. There's nothing fun that I put in my omelet. I didn't put any veggies or anything in it, obviously. It is literally just an omelet that I flipped over to make me feel like I was eating something a little bit more exciting. And as you can see, I did just a tiny little bit of sriracha to give it some flavor. That is where I'm at. This is my breakfast. I do still have lunch and dinner to go through for day 2, but I will say overall, I am not feeling hungry to where I'm craving something else, or I'm not feeling like I'm not giving my body enough food. I honestly feel pretty good throughout the day, and by the time I eat my next meal, that is gonna fill me up as well. I'm just sick of the taste of eggs, to be honest, but I feel good. I did have my coffee, like I said I was gonna drink every morning, and then I did make an iced water with lemon, so I am drinking that, and I'm gonna sip on something like that throughout the day. And I do want to point out as well, while I'm on this egg diet for 3 days, I am not going to be working out whatsoever, because I do not want to give out any more energy than I'm actually getting in. So I'm just gonna lay low for a little bit, just eat these eggs, no working out, and just document my experience. But so far, so good. I'm feeling good, feeling energized. Again, just sick of eating eggs. This is what I am looking like on day 2 of the egg diet. I did wake up and did not feel as bloated as I normally would feel when I first wake up. I did feel like my stomach felt a little bit flatter, and I just felt like I had energy when I woke up. I didn't feel groggy. I didn't feel like I was starving. I felt good, but this is what I do look like currently on day 2. Okay, I am truly sick of eggs, but I just made my first hard-boiled egg ever, and I'm impressed. They came out pretty good. The egg diet. The egg diet. I did it, you guys. I am here. I made it. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm good. I officially finished out the 3-day egg diet, and I could not be more happy to end the egg diet. I cannot tell you guys enough. I am here to tell you everything that I have learned about myself, about my body, and just about eating eggs for 3 days straight. I know that 3 days is not a long time to do a diet or to do something such as the egg diet, but I think that it truly did give me just enough time to see what it would do to my body and see how my body would react to eating pretty much nothing but eggs. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not mad about it. I didn't hate it. It wasn't the worst thing to ever happen in the world, but it wasn't the best. I would say by day 1, meal number 2, I was already sick of eggs. I did not want to eat eggs. The thought of eggs made me want to throw up, but I didn't, and I pushed forward. I kept going. 3 days gave me just the perfect amount of time to, 1, not become completely sick of eggs, but 2, to also see how my body might experience some changes from the egg diet. The first thing that I will say is when I did go into the egg diet starting on day 1, I went in with the headspace and the mindset that I was going to eat nothing but eggs for 3 days straight. Quickly into day 1, going into day 2, I knew that that was not going to work out for me, so I had to do something different. So I didn't just quit altogether. I did begin to incorporate eating apples with my eggs because I could not stand just eating that same soft texture over and over and over and over again. I wanted to give up so bad, but for the sake of this video, I did not. I pushed forward. I kept going. There are 2 things that did contribute to me being able to push forward and keep going through the egg diet without completely hating it. And one of those things is that I did begin to incorporate eating apples with my meals. So that way I had a little bit of crunch, I had a little bit of different flavor, and I didn't feel like I was just eating eggs all the time, because trust me, that gets old. And 2, I learned how to make hard-boiled eggs. And I know that sounds so ridiculous. It's still an egg, has the same flavor, but trust me, it makes a difference. I think that I pretty much tried every single type of egg that you can make. Fried egg, scrambled eggs, omelet, hard-boiled egg. And I think that's about it. Once I figured out how to actually make hard-boiled eggs, because I was under the impression for my whole entire 25 years of life that I absolutely hated hard-boiled eggs. I was desperate, okay? I got so sick of eating eggs that I was willing to give hard-boiled eggs another try, and it changed everything. For 1, I love hard-boiled eggs now. I did notice for the past 3 days my energy levels have definitely increased, and I am going to go ahead and blame that on the eggs because I did not change anything else besides my diet. I was not working out, so I will add that in, but the only thing that I feel like could contribute to my energy levels rising would be eating eggs. So taking those 2 things into consideration, eating the hard-boiled eggs and then incorporating apples into my meals, it made the egg diet so much easier, and I was still following the egg diet as planned. I just added in the apples to add that texture and to add that flavor. Overall, I would say that my experience was very positive with the egg diet. The only downside would be that I could not really have anything that I actually wanted. So if I was craving an Oreo or if I was craving a piece of cake, I couldn't eat it. And that sucked. But it was only for 3 days, so that is kind of what kept me motivated, is knowing that after the 3 days, I would be able to eat my Oreo, I would be able to eat my cake, and I would be happy. But I will say that I can definitely see a change in my body. Even though the egg diet that I did was only for 3 days, I could definitely tell on day 2 and 3 when I woke up in the morning, I was not bloated whatsoever, and I felt like that actually lasted throughout the day. Normally when I wake up, depending on how I ate the day before, I might or might not be bloated, but if I am, it normally lasts throughout the whole day. And even if I don't wake up bloated, once I start eating my foods throughout the day, I will become bloated. That's just how my body works. I feel like that's how most bodies work. But while on the egg diet, one thing I noticed is I would wake up not feeling bloated, and throughout the day I would not be bloated either, mostly due to the fact that I was only eating eggs throughout the day and of course the apples. I was also drinking a lot of water with lemon in it just to keep me hydrated as well. So if you ask me, does the egg diet work? I would say yes, it definitely works. But with that being said, I do feel like this is a diet that you can easily become distracted on and easily give up on, just because it is tough to eat the same thing every single meal for 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, depending on how long you do choose to do the egg diet. And of course, this whole time I did listen to my body. So sometimes I would eat 3 eggs, sometimes I would eat 2 eggs, then I would go back to 3 eggs, then I would go back to 2 eggs. I did not eat 3 eggs at a time or 2 eggs at a time just to follow the diet. I listened to my body and I ate what I felt like I wanted at the time, which that is just my rule of thumb. In order to stay in shape, I don't limit myself on the things that I can eat, but it's more about just listening to my body and fueling my body with what it wants and what it needs at the time. If you were to ask me, do I think the egg diet is practical? No, I do not think that this is a practical diet. I do not think that this is something that anyone should do for a long period of time. Personally, I could not imagine doing this diet for 14 days. Even though I felt good for the 3 days, my energy levels were high. I didn't feel super hungry throughout the day. I didn't feel like I was restricting myself besides not giving myself any other food besides eggs. I just personally don't think that this is something that I would be able to do for a longer period of time than 3 days. And I only say that just because I don't think that it's practical to eat the same meal every single day over and over and over again. And plus, everyone's body is different. We all react to things differently. 3 days was the perfect amount of time for me to see how my body would react and to see if I would experience any changes, which I did. My energy levels and my body feels a lot tighter, and I don't have as much bloating, but I don't think I would have personally made it longer than the 3 days. With that being said, we are all different. Everyone reacts to things differently. For me, I was able to last the 3 days, whereas someone might not even be able to last a day. But for me, I was only able to last 3 days, or someone might be able to last 2 weeks. So for me personally, if I was trying to diet, this is not the thing that I would jump to. I would just do what I do already and eat intuitively and try to eat healthy most of the time. And of course, indulge in that Oreo or that piece of cake if you want. But this is just not something that I would recommend for a long period of time whatsoever. But overall, I did have a really good experience with the egg diet. I did not experience any negative side effects, and that is just me personally. Everyone, like I said, is going to have a different situation and they're going to have a different experience altogether. But the only thing that I can give to you guys is my personal experience, and everything that I did experience the past 3 days was pretty positive, to say the least. Would this be something that I would do again? Maybe I would do it again if I was really wanting to jumpstart a healthy lifestyle and just a healthier diet, and I felt like I was just stuck and just eating all of these nasty bad things for me. Maybe if I'm feeling super bloated, I feel like there's nothing I can do to get rid of my bloating, this might be something that I would try again. I got the results, I guess, that I was looking for. I was not looking to lose weight. I was not looking to drop 10 pounds in 3 days, but I did just want to lose a little bit of my bloating and just feel a little bit tighter in my stomach area, which I definitely feel like I did achieve. So with that being said, the egg diet definitely does work, and I feel like if you stick to it and you would continue to do it, you would get the results you were looking for. But if you are someone that's looking for results, or you're someone that's wanting to lose weight or maybe go on a diet, always speak with a health professional beforehand, because you never know how your body is going to react to something like this. And of course, I am no doctor, I am no dietitian, health professional, whatever. I'm none of that. I'm just a girl here on YouTube that wanted to do a 3-day egg diet, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys. So the key takeaways that I would tell you guys at the end of this video, after the end of this whole entire experience, is that yes, the egg diet does work if you do stick to it and you do stick to a schedule. It does work. At least it did for me. That is my personal experience. I got the results that I was looking for. I would stay full longer throughout the day. So in between my meals, I would not be hungry or crave food like I normally do on a normal basis. 2, I found out that I like hard-boiled eggs. 3, I did get the results that I was looking for, and the fact that my body was tighter and I did not feel as bloated when I woke up. Like I said from the beginning of this video, I was not going to take any measurements or weigh myself on the scale, because I personally do not use numbers to tell me how I'm feeling about my body. I will look in the mirror, and if I feel good about my body, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know a number, so I do not have any numbers to show you guys. I only do have my before and afters. I would definitely say that I had a positive experience with the egg diet. I did not experience any negative side effects, but that's not to say that if you do try the egg diet or you do a diet of any kind, that you will not experience any negative side effects. Definitely speak to a health professional before you decide to do anything, especially a long-term diet. Other than that, I think that this is going to close out my 3-day egg diet journey. I am kind of glad that this chapter is officially closed. I have done it, I've seen it, I've lived it, I'm ready to move on. It was fun, it was a good little experience. experience. I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be doing an egg diet anytime soon. I'll eat my little hard-boiled eggs every now and then, but I am good on eating nothing but eggs for 3 days straight for a while. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video of me eating nothing but eggs for 3 days straight. And if you think I'm crazy, that's okay. I think I'm kind of crazy too. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of this little YouTube family here. And I am gonna go eat my Oreos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Bye guys.